Eric, you already talked about the team defense lapses. I think Joel asked the question. What are you guys saying to each other when you're looking behind you and they're going up for another dunk? Is it frustrating to watch that? And how do you guys go about playing more consistently as a team defense?
I would just say just staying relaxed, and just staying with the game plan, I feel like sometimes we'll do a little bit more than what we needed to. And as me, I take the blame of not keeping the guys calm as being the leader of the team, and I got to do better at that.
Eric, it's the second straight road game that y'all have only made three-pointers during the game. I know that's a big part of y'all's offense. Is there any difference between shooting threes on the road versus at home?
I wouldn't say that. I just feel like we got to stay on the path. Just keep getting in the gym, keep working on our shot, and they're gonna fall.
Got time for a couple more before we get Coach Howland in here.
Eric, last week lost on the road, then you come home and you had a big win. This week you got to go back on the road on Saturday. How quickly can you guys get it turned around? What's your mindset going up to Ole Miss?
Staying positive. It's nothing that we can change before we play the next road game. So we just got to get ready and get ready to battle again.
Anything else for the players? Thank you, guys.
That was a tough game for us tonight. I thought Alabama really took it to us inside, obviously with 54 points in the paint. They really hurt us in the paint all night long, both in the first half and second half. A lot of drives to the basket, a lot of dump-offs, posting up. Took advantage of some mismatches. We did not double the post well, which was our game plan when we had mismatch size. They hurt us on a lot of ball screen actions and did a great job at taking at us inside. And we ended up outboarding them, which is something that we were very concerned with. We got to the offensive boards the first half a lot and didn't finish a lot of the ones we got back. I think we had 11 points on second chance points on 13 offensive rebounds in the first half, whereas they had 11 on 6 offensive rebounds. It was something like that. The biggest thing about tonight is just our concern and worry for Nick Weatherspoon. And when he landed on that, you could see it kind of buckled. And, so we will have an MRI tomorrow done on him. And that's a huge concern moving forward because we're just a little over the halfway point one game, and hoping that it's not a huge serious thing that's going to keep him out for extended periods of time.
Got time for a couple more before Coach Johnson gets in here.
When the threes aren't falling like they weren't tonight, and then your starting center doesn't have a field goal again, just how frustrating is that? And what can you do to get Abdul more involved in the offense?
Yeah, he had some catches there early, and one I think he had a turnover on that Lamar had done. I'm not sure if they gave it to Lamar or gave it to him, but we just got to get him more touches. Exactly what you're saying. He's got to get more touches and be more aggressive to look to score in there.
Coach, kind of in that same vein, trying to get Eric more involved, getting to the basket instead of relying on that jumper and that fadeaway. What's left for him to kind of add a little bit more strength under the basket and to try and get you guys more points in the paint?
Yeah, I thought Eric did shoot a couple followaways early in the first half where we got to get him going more towards the basket and just going to his jump hook. He had the length advantage, and they were allowing, it was very physical in there. And Mac was really playing him physical behind him, and he was kind of up, and he's got to play lower, and he's got to get closer and just go to his jump hook more instead of his follow-away jump shot, which is exactly what you're kind of pointing out.
We'll wrap it up with Tyler. Go ahead.
Coach, in your opening statement, you talked about some of the mishaps on defense. What would you attribute that mostly to? It looks like there were some team defense lapses where a guy would just cut to the rim and get an easy dunk.
I'll tell you what happened is, and it's a great question, is that too many times they fed the posts and they just cut to the basket. And it's like, we weren't playing the cuts. I mean, they were really, they must have got 3 or 4 baskets easily just on post feed cut to the basket where we kind of relaxed for a second rather than staying intense. And we got hurt on it multiple times, to your point.
Thank you, guys.